Hey, what's up, family? So I want to give you a quick story that just happened with me the other day. One of my good friends messaged me and said, "Hey, you should really look into an IRA. You should really start putting money into an IRA. I want you to be able to retire one day." And of course, he's just looking out for me. He's a good guy, and I know he cares about me. But I'm self-employed. I run my own business, and so I don't have a retirement. My retirement is my responsibility, and I have to make sure I'm being proactive, so I can retire one day. I don't want to have to work forever. But I told him, I said, why wouldn't I just take that money that I would put into an IRA and put it into Bitcoin? Why wouldn't I? And he said, well, the returns on an IRA are really good, 20 to 30%, which I'm not even sure of the validity of that. And, it's safe. It's very safe. And I said, oh, okay, well, here's the thing. I can give you a lot of reasons, but I'm going to give you two things to think about. So just in the last 6 months alone, the purchasing power of the dollar has gone down 10%, right? So that means if each dollar is worth 90 cents pretty much, just in the last 6 months, that's just happened. Okay, so if you have a stock and that stock goes up 10% a year, which is really good for a stock, like that's really a well-performing stock going up 10% every year, and the purchasing power of the dollar is going down 10%, you're just canceling each other out. You're not really making big gains. So you're barely keeping up with inflation because the purchasing power of the dollar is going down. Now, you look at something like Bitcoin that has yearly average returns on the low end, like the low estimates of the average would be like 60 to 70% annual returns, which no stock can do. And of course, when Bitcoin first came about, it went up crazy. Now it seems to be slowing down. Maybe, I don't know, we'll see. But even if, I feel much better about putting my money into Bitcoin. And the second reason for that is, look at the history of the dollar. Ever since the dollar has been a thing, it's only gone down in value over time. Bitcoin has done just the opposite. It's only gone up over time. Everything eventually goes to zero against Bitcoin. The prices of a house eventually will be 0.1 of a Bitcoin. Eventually. You can get a car for 0.1 of a Bitcoin now. Maybe not a beautiful car, but you can. And at one point, it would be 1 million Bitcoin to get a car. So everything ends up going to zero against Bitcoin. Bitcoin forever increases in value. Yeah, it might have years, months, whatever, where it goes down. But eventually, if you zoom out, it's on a constant trajectory going up. The dollar is on a constant trajectory, and we have a long people say, oh, but Bitcoin's new, there's not enough history. We have a long history of the dollar, and it's only gone down. There's never been like massive spikes up in the value of the dollar. It just doesn't happen. It's actually only going to keep going down. We're $37 trillion in debt. We just print out more money every time we need it. It's like the dollar is a broken money. It's a broken system, and they have to use it. It's a world currency reserve, but what if something happens? What if it's not? Bitcoin is the only safe store of value, in my opinion, in that sense. Maybe gold, you can argue gold, something like that. But it just doesn't make sense for me to invest in anything other than Bitcoin. And once you understand Bitcoin, you will understand that. Sorry, it got a little bit long. Anyways, yeah, just something to think about. Have a great day, y'all.